All right, everyone. It's Tarot Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday today. I'm looking at the calendar. Sorry. Yeah, Tuesday the 9th. Thanks everybody for being patient and being accepting of my time change. Um, we're here. I'm back. I had a retreat. Was on a retreat. Um, just kept thinking about my experience there. It was only on a weekend. Um, a great little retreat center named Mater Dolorosa, which means Mother of Sorrows, which is another name for Mother Mary, for the I think it's, the seven sorrows that she inquired through the whole process of raising her son Jesus, and experiencing with him his persecution, death, and also his resurrection. So there's a long-standing tradition and history of that. But analogous to that, it was a time for me to just reflect and meditate and retreat within myself. Hola, Carmen. Bienvenidos. My Spanish. So yeah, I know some people will get, me personally, it was a great experience because, I was raised Catholic, was an altar boy for 2 or 3 years, and I have to say it's although I was raised Catholic, I never took part in First Communion or anything or consecrated. But I still consider myself being raised a Catholic, but also being open to other paths as well, and spiritual masters. But it was interesting to be there at that time, considering what's happening with the church and its leaders, and experiencing the generosity and the hospitality of the priests there, and the other brothers that are at Mater Dolorosa. It's being felt throughout every parish, every chapel, every monastery under the Catholic Church. But I just want to leave you with this before I go into the cards. Our theme for the retreat was be not anxious, living in the peace of Christ. And that was kind of like my mantra at the retreat, also prior to the retreat. And that's from St. Paul, the evangelist, the apostle, and he says that in one of his letters. I'm not going to say what town, what city. I want to say Thessalonians or Philippians. Could be Corinthians, but don't quote me on that yet. I should know this, but I don't, because he wrote a lot of letters. But more importantly, it was what he said. And for a lot of the great priests there, some of the young priests there, this is also something they've taken up as well. Whether you're Catholic or not, I would say you can use that as well. Be not anxious, living in the peace of Christ. Be not anxious, living in the peace of God, if you want, or your divinity. So I just want to I just wanted to share that with you guys as well. And I definitely recommend you doing a retreat for yourself. It doesn't have to be at a monastery. It could be in nature. It could be just taking a tent and going to the mountains or to the park, or just doing yoga, or spending the night with friends and hanging out. Wherever you feel comfortable with your retreat, trust yourself, okay? All right, so let's get into the masculine and feminine energies. For this week, we had a new moon that happened, I think, on the 5th. Yeah. So, you know what? First off, I wanted to start with this. I just want to start off with the prosperity and abundance card. Sorry, prosperity and abundance. For both energies, straight up is abundance. Right off the bat. Okay, and it talks about, I'm not going to read the affirmation, but in general, the affirmation on the back is talking about not just abundance in your material world, in your physical hands, but the abundance in your mindset. About, I know it's hard when we're all facing difficulties and riches, and we have constraints about our finances, but this is also the test, and our challenge is still keeping that mindset of the abundance that you have, the abundance that you deserve, not just in money form, but in also aid, help, assistance. Something's going to happen for you, even if it feels dire, even if it feels like nothing's going to happen. the clock is ticking and you haven't seen anything yet, any sign of anything. Abundance is there for you. Just work on, and hey, I'm learning this myself, and I'm challenged with this myself when I get into my little hissy fits about not having enough, but just going more towards gratitude. And you don't have to say, it could just be something small. Just, when you're in a fit, just be saying, like, I'm grateful for at least taking the bus, even though my car's in the shop. Just being grateful for having some kind of transportation to get me from point A to point B. Just take it one step at a time. My girlfriend says, little by little. And the divine is all about the subtle, okay? The subtle aspects are just as large as, they're just as important and more powerful, as powerful than just the large, more obvious changes and shifts, because it all starts with the subtle. The subtleties, that's the powerful aspects, the subtle energies, the subtle synchronicities, okay? All right, let's go into the feminine energies. We got Mother Mary here. I can feel it. Okay, so let's go to the masculine energies. Boocher's in the house. Hey, Clinton. Masculine energies, we have slay the ego. It's about releasing the ego, too. It was in reverse, but let me turn this right side up, okay? Slay the ego. So the masculine energies may be dealing with, and let me just go right into this card. I asked what the masculine, well, let's just say for this one, the masculine energies are dealing with right now, and then what is the challenge they're facing this week. And this is about the sacred woman. Scarlet woman, I'm sorry, scarlet woman. But it's fitting I said sacred woman because this is also analogous to the Empress card, the scarlet woman. This is also about the mystical aspects of the feminine power, the feminine energy. So for the masculine energies, this is probably about you maybe being taken care of, you nurturing yourself, you being nurtured, the retreat aspect of maybe some energies when they're in an active state. Forget about the masculine physical person, but that masculine energy that we, all of us, tap into, whether in the male or female body of like, I got to get things done. I need to get this done. Who's going to take care of me? Nobody's gonna do this for me, but you, there's things that are happening in your life that are maybe suggesting that you need to be taken care of. You need to maybe begin receiving more than you're giving. Maybe you need to be reciprocated instead of being the initiator. So allow yourself to be taken care of. It could be a mother figure coming in. There could be helping hands coming in. There could be some intimacy coming in, okay? Allow that. It could be the intimacy of spirit as well coming in and saying, hey, look, on a deeper level, this could also be what's happening is that I know you don't know what's going to happen next, but allow us to step in and co-create with you, cooperate with you, okay? So that's the masculine energies. We'll get back to another aspect I pulled for the cards, but just dealing with what's happening now and challenges. Let's go from masculine and let's go into the feminine energies right now. So what's happening right now, post a new moon, this new week, we have the Joker card. And this is my tantric Dakini set. These are the psycho sexual spiritual forces acting within us, and this is certain aspects. These Dakinis represent these psycho spiritual forces, and what's being activated is the Fool card, the Joker card. Maybe we see these masks. I love this card here. Being exposed and also removed or placed aside, and allowing that origin, that center face, that original face to expose itself. The white hat, the blooming lotus, the lotus that's about to bloom, the labyrinth, but also is a center of the cross, the swastika. The cross and the swastika are very analogous. You got just that simple shape of vertical lines, either going vertical or horizontal, going in all the main directions, the cardinal points, north, east, south, west. But it's also creating a labyrinth. And this is also maybe about the feminine energy as they expose themselves, as they become more raw, become more pure, become maybe more forgiving, I want to say, and releasing the quote unquote power. I just want to say, not my will, but thine will be done. Your will be done. And trusting like a child that our parent, our mother, our father, whether here on earth or in heaven, is going to take care of you. And the celestial realms are going to take care of you. And I say I want to pay attention to this necklace of pearls. This is also about meditation, about receiving the pearl before the swine, going in before you just kind of doing things because you feel like people are telling you that you need to do this. And this is about going into the Fool. It's about going to your truth, your soul truth. And this is about, the challenge is like a bubble. This is about creating your own world. There's transformation happening here too. Through the meditation, through inner seeking, this is about living up to your own truth. In that duality that we face here on earth, about what, there's a great duality that's always secret, that everybody carries. Is something that they feel like they want to do within themselves, but then they always relate it to the outer world of, well, how I'm going to do this, or what will people think of me? Or maybe you're doing something because you feel like you should be doing something. You feel like your inner self wants to do something, but you feel like you can't because of the outer world. But this is about centering, creating your own world, creating your own bubbles, your own visions, your own realms. I had something come to me in meditation. I want to share it with you. You be the you of your times. You be the you of your times. Do what you feel is right with whatever information you have. You be the you of your time, of your generation. You got one life to live, and I don't want to talk about death, but we age every year, even though we stay young, feel young, but we gain more experience. But we never know what's going to happen. But even if it's just a sickness, that could just hinder you from maybe doing a plan or doing something. We should be in those moments. We should be saying like, I've done everything I can, so I'm fine. I'm surrendering to what's happening right now, versus fighting surrendering because you didn't get to do what you thought you really felt like you should be doing. Okay. There's a Edith Piaf song I played yesterday about the No Regrets song. Okay. So let's start living more to our own truths. And I know that's difficult because you're facing a lot. You're facing a lot of adversity. You're facing a lot of adversity of finances and your own self, your own self-discipline, your own mentality of like, I should be doing this, but I'm procrastinating. Okay. But that's why we need to go in. That's why we can also go to Spirit as well. And just simply pray. That's surrendering, is just praying. I don't have all the answers, God, Spirit, I don't have it all. Please help me. Okay, so let's go into the Keepers of the Light card we have for the masculine energies. We got Bridget, inner strength. This is a Celtic deity, but she holds that sacred flame, that fiery flame. And this is about moving back to wholeness, recognizing that you do have the power. Okay, so whatever adversities you're facing, you do have the power to persevere through this, to let's see, persevere and and not survive, but thrive through the transformation you're experiencing. Okay. This is about, I want to say, the heart energy too, going into your heart. Okay. Fire, I don't know. Keep looking at this. Somehow, for whatever reason, her red hair is really standing out to me now. Maybe it's about passion. Heavy passion. The burden too. It was a passionist retreat, so we talked a lot about the passion of Christ and also his burden. But as we live out these passions, sometimes it becomes like a burden. And you want to quit. You want to stop. You're not getting the recognition, but for some reason there's a part of you that wants to keep going, but there's another part of you that just wants to stop and quit. This is about listening to that part that's saying keep going, keep going, keep going. Doesn't mean you can't take a break, doesn't mean you can't rest to say, let me just, wipe the sweat off my brow. But it's about keeping on until you finally reach that destination. Okay. You look at some of the spiritual masters, look at what they've gone through. You say, oh, I'm not like that. I don't want to have to suffer that much. I don't want to experience that much. It's not about suffering. It's about reaching that final goal. It's about that alchemy, that divine alchemy that's happening within you through that process. You're actually shedding certain aspects that have been hindering you, for some knowingly, but mostly unknowingly. And that divine alchemy, that pain, that perseverance you're experiencing is actually purifying you. It's that fire of passion that's actually burning the toxic mind stuff that we've all had thrown on us, we've collected or magnetized, whether it's been from our present life or previous lives, and our own thinking patterns, family patterns. And this is the best process, the best way to purify yourself from that. Burn it in the fire of passion. And for the feminine energies, this is about new phases and cycles. As we go from the full moon and into this new moon, one door closes, another opens. This is about beginnings and endings. This is about cycles completing, and then, us going back to the origin point, the alpha point, from the omega to the alpha, and some from that alpha to the omega. Illusions are being revealed and released, okay? Whatever those have been. Some subtle, some more practical and obvious than others. The Freya, I just want to say this about fertility. She's the goddess of fertility. She's also a spiritual warrior, and also I think magical powers as well. So there's also, I had a really intense dream last night as well. So maybe some of you with this new moon are coming with dreams, visions, certain passions, inner desires that are coming to fruition, or maybe certain things being let go of. All right. Abundance. I'm going to keep saying abundance. And we're going to end with the angelic guidance for both energies. First card I pulled was the Angel of Faith. Angel of Faith. And this is, I have faith that goodness and joy are mine now and forever. And, I just want to say, you don't have to, I just want to leave that signature of that affirmation with you guys. And this is about you just stay true to yourself. Sometimes it's not, it's just as simple as you saying to yourself, oh, I don't know what's going to happen. Well, let's just take this risk anyways. Let's just spend our money on this anyway. We don't know what's going to happen. People may be frustrated with us, but let's just keep going. Let's do it. Let's take that risk. And that's you having faith that something's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen, but that's what a lot of faith is about. Surrendering that control to know and to control the situation. And allowing spirit to do its thing. Allowing your higher aspects to do its thing. Allowing the old aspects to recede and dissolve or be transmuted into something else. And with the Angel of Faith, we have a complementary angel, a seraphim, the miracle of love. I am brought alive by the miracle of love. And I just want to pay that eye at the top, that all-seeing eye. I think she's from the Angel of Paradise. So this is the heavenly realm. The light realm. This is about, to dig deeper into that, to maybe just go to inner peace of love and feeling that you're protected. It's also, it's a meditative card as well. And also that all-seeing eye, that spiritual aspect, the divine aspect, always watching over you, 24/7. In known and unknown ways. And, I just want to, just a little quote from St. Francis, prayer of peace. St. Francis of Assisi, Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. There's more that goes on below that, but you know, doesn't love instantly put everyone at peace? Right? The ultimate peacemaker. So whether you know, I don't know. I want to say whether you feel like it's corny or not, just let it be. Let it be. And I think you'll see these things evolve and reveal themselves to you throughout the week. You don't have to try hard. You don't have to force yourself to change and do anything. Just be natural, be yourself. And anytime any anxiety or angst comes in, just reside with that quote from St. Paul, be not anxious, living in the peace of Christ. And he wrote, sorry, just wanted to say, he wrote that letter when the village that he left was undergoing persecution and change and transformation. They didn't know what was happening. And he was in such a state of peace. And you would say, oh, I'm not in that. But he didn't start out like that either. He evolved to that state, and I think we all can. I think that's what we're all trying to do, directly or indirectly. Getting back to that state of peace where we don't, if any turbulence happens, we can just focus on that center and reside in that peace. Whatever your faith is, be not anxious, living in the peace of the divine. Okay, that's it. This is Tarot Tuesday. This is the masculine and feminine energies for this week. This is the divine energies that make us, that make our soul, also make us human as well. The elements are under the divine powers. We're created from the elements. The same elements that make the stars and the planets. Earth, wind, water, fire, and ether. That God particle. I keep wanting to do this. This last card, the wish fulfilling gem. This is also analogous to the lovers. Make that wish. Put it under your pillow, write it on a piece of paper, or just make the intention in your heart. And just give it up to the higher powers. Yeah, that's it, guys. It's a beautiful day in Southern California. We're in spring. The sun is shining, and I can feel the sunshine, the sun shining from your souls here. All three of you I'm reading, but I know more will come later. So thanks for being here, those who are here now and those who are coming in the future. You're welcome, Beastwood. Clint Beastwood makes a great batch of kombucha if you guys want to check him out. All right, guys. See you later. Hey, Mallory. Hey, everybody who's coming in the future. See you guys. Have a great week. Bye.